What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Alright, how's everybody doing? Happy Fridays. Because it's Fridays, guys, straight away I'm gonna say this. We're gonna be extremely careful today, guys, especially before a Labor Day holiday. So it's gonna be quiet. Expect a little bit of a quiet trading today. Now, when it's quiet, guys, it might not be good for us. Morning, everyone. Morning, morning, morning. Alright, so what have we got, guys? Some gappers. Apop is popping. So some news behind it. They have some sort of completely successfully, I think, some sort of transplantation of. I don't know. I'm not familiar with these terms, but you know, there's some news. I just call it some news behind it. There could be. It's a good news for the company for sure, but I don't think it's good enough for it to be popping about $10. So we'll see, anyways, guys. I am both. Like, I'm not biased on it, guys. I'll trade both ways. So Ftft, as you can see, buys a Chinese firm, a company, and I am not too. This one, if I'm going to trade, probably going to be trading short if it's not expensive. Mmat, guys, I like the daily on it. I'll keep an eye on this. If it starts to pop, it could run. It's one of those that's been sleeping, and we know, everybody knows that it has been running in the past, so it's a previous runner. So if it starts to pop over 6, just remind me, guys, please. Mmat and Clov, again, very similar, as you can see, very similar chart. Now, that doesn't mean that it's gonna start to do that. We might be too early on them, but the daily looks like it wants to pop. That's all I'm gonna say here. GSM, we know, guys, it was overextended yesterday. We tried to short it. We were just a bit too early, but nevertheless, it did produce some good moves from after it took us out. It was a really good move, so that was fine. But we're gonna go into it obviously with a fresh mind, fresh mentality, making sure we are not trading yesterday, we are trading today. So let's do that. Now, those are the gappers. Actually, GSM is not the gapper. I should put it over here. Yep. Hey IQ, how's it going? Right, so we've got Annie. Annie has been running. This is, I believe, a crypto related move. I believe it could be. That's why I'm not too keen on this, guys, because it's kind of hard to have an edge on if anything is moving relating to something else. So I might not even trade that. We'll see. Bbig has been running. This is definitely going to be tradable today. It should produce us with some really decent range. And SPRT, again, guys, be careful shorting this. I am biased short for sure, but we want to wait for a nice little pop, guys. Just don't chase, as I mentioned yesterday as well, guys. Don't wait for it to don't chase the washes at the open, as you can see over here. If you had chased that, you would have been really in trouble, right? So we're gonna wait for it to pop, and pop a good amount. So I'm thinking maybe $1 or at least 50 cents to any 250s. So I will wait on that, guys. Otherwise, I'm not going to be trading that if it starts to wash. AMC, we've been watching that almost every day. Today I might not trade it because it's getting into that chop zone. If it starts to break above 48s, then maybe I'm interested. But if it starts to pop to 45s, 46s, and starts to reject from there, guys, I will not mind shorting it. That's the plan with AMC. Fcuv has been listed to Nasdaq, so be careful shorting this bad boy, guys. It can run, so it's actually pausing before it probably sort of. I'm thinking it might congest a bit here for a few days before it starts to make its move, but be careful shorting it. And PFE, guys, daily is due for a bounce, so I am looking for longs on this only. I'm looking for longs only on PFE. and that's pretty much it. And TCAT, previous runner, and just ran a while ago, and I am looking to short this bad boy. Now the reason why I'm saying that is because it tried to sort of do that parabolic move and it completely failed over 14s once, and then the second time it failed, it was a bigger fail, which is yesterday. So I am expecting a second day, a red momentum day today. So that's pretty much it, guys. That is the cover for the pre-market preparation, pre-market watch list. That's what I'm planning. And just before we start trading, guys, I want to make sure that people who have recently joined in knew I don't trade right at the open. I'll wait around 5 minutes, especially on Fridays. I'm very stubborn on that. There's a reason behind it. So I will be definitely waiting for 5 minutes. And if you are trading, then no, I don't think AMC is tradable. It was quite a few weeks ago, but now not anymore. What they normally do is anything that's extremely volatile, they will just take it off, because it's not safe for somebody, especially who's a beginner or getting their feet wet in trading, to be trading these things anyway. So I think that's to save their customers. It could be other reasons, but yeah. But there's plenty out there. I do have multiple, obviously, brokers, so I can trade pretty much everything. So that's fine. So let's get to it. We are going to be opening in about 2 minutes. Again, I'll remind you guys, Friday, take it easy. Wait for your A+ setups, and let's call out some nice moves. Now, if you do see anything that is moving down very quickly, or moving up very quickly, which is parabolic and washes, please call it out in the room. Help each other out. All right, that's pretty much it, guys. Best of luck, everyone. Let me just put my grid based charts over here, my 12 charts. That should have my watch list covered. Gonna remove PDD and put maybe any, and then remove TCAT comes here, and then GSM. No worries, you're welcome. So we're gonna test our patience today, guys. Okay, let's test our patience together. Let's see who wins. Ding ding ding, here we go. Let's do this. Okay. Right, what is moving, what's not? Right at the open, any is moving. So any is popping. There we go. Right. Okay, Apop is washing, by the way, guys. Apop is washing, so that's not a good thing for a stock that has gapped quite a bit. So I would definitely expect this to drift off, guys. We will be looking at shorting this thing anywhere around 9s. It will still be early, but if it does provide any opportunities around 9s, I will short it. So looking at Apop, could be a little bit expensive though, that's the problem. Okay, SPRT is just bouncing back up to 323. SPRT completely rejected from 23, guys. That's the bounce I was looking for, but be very careful if you're gonna trade it. Make sure you get out over 23s, guys, because it could. I kind of expect a little bit of a bigger bounce. So 23 is rejected, definitely for sure. You've got about 10 cents move. There you go. So yeah, that 23 held nicely. And MMAT, by the way, guys, MMAT, remember the daily I was mentioning? This is actually climbing up. 6 is being attacked right about now, and daily looks quite strong. Now, I'm going to leave this for a while, but I will revisit this once it gives me some sort of a pause, some sort of a calm where I can enter. Bbig, Bbig. Right, guys, Bbig is washing. This looks good for a nice short. Any pop to 750, 760s, 770s, I will be shorting this thing. Yeah, I mean, even Bbig has SSR on. We just have to be careful. That's all. We should just you can trade SSR. It just doesn't mean that you shouldn't be shorting it. It just means that the move that you're gonna get will be a little bit less volatile, less emotional. So quick washes probably will not happen on it. Well, as you can see, it is though. So you can never say never, you know. Right, there's so many things going on right about now. And this pretty much almost every day, like yesterday as well, I think it did give us a chance. So we're gonna wait for that 750 pop, guys. Just wait for that 750 pop, and we shall take it from there. Fcuv, just be careful shorting it. I'm not planning to short Fcuv. Just waiting on that Bbig, guys. Waiting on Bbig, and AMC as well looks good, guys, for a possible short. 4350s, 4340s, even at this rejection here. That could be the rejection that I was waiting for. But I prefer, honestly, if you ask me, I prefer Bbig to pullback of 750s. Bbig, let's go. Come on, bounce a bit more. I feel like I want to start some here, 730s, but it'll be a bit chase. I just hate chasing. All right, as you can see, guys, SPRT exactly to the tick. To be honest, the bounce. Remember that bounce we should be waiting for. The bounce happened and complete rejection from 23s. There was a little pause here for an entry, but that was just too fast, and it's just, yeah, it's completely failing off, guys. And FCUV as well, right? FCUV, right? AMC. AMC bouncing off that 4350s, and I want to see if it does actually close below 4350s. Now, if it does that, guys, I will be shorting AMC with a stop just about 15 cents, guys. Only 15 cents. It depends on where I enter as well. So I'm waiting for AMC to close below 4350s. The reason why I'm waiting for it to close is AMC has been doing some reversals lately at the open. So I want to make sure that it actually shows me sign of weakness before I enter. As you can see, that's why I waited. That's exactly why I waited. Right, AMC is in a chop. We'll leave that alone for a minute. And we are going to go to our Bbig. Yeah, SPRT was a slight bit of an advanced entry system, complete reversal entry. But I, to be honest, couldn't catch it. But my plan was definitely there. My plan was definitely there. 750s. 750s. Okay, Bbig is about to pop to 750s. Keep an eye on that, guys. That's the only good thing I see at the moment. Even here before 750, if it starts to show sign of weakness, I will start to trade it short. So looking for a short on Bbig around here actually. I want to see a little bit of a weakness. I want to see a little bit of rejection, just about 5 cents. 746. Okay. We've got about 15 cents on this one as well, guys. 15 cents of risk. Max, you shouldn't be more than 20. So 750s are getting taken out, by the way, guys. It looks strong at the moment. It definitely looks strong. But let's see if it starts to reject. Okay, there's quite a lot of bids coming in. A lot of buyers stepping in. So that doesn't look good for a short seller. But let's see. Oh, that's getting taken out. Okay, guys, that's not too bad. Ooh, oh, come on, Bbig, don't do that. I don't want to chase. Oh, Bbig, you tricked me here. Oh, you tricked me big time. Right, 36. 740s, 39s. 739s, I'm gonna chase it, guys. 739s. I have chased it. I know it's a chase, but my risk is still about 10-15 cents, guys. 739. My risk is at the close of that candle, at the high of that candle. Right about here, guys. Oh, I have a few other brokers, interactive brokers, and as well as what's the name? I am trying recently trade zero for short locates, certain stocks that I can't short in IB. Then I will look for a what is it? Trade zero. So this one, guys, a very small risk, 740s to 755s, so about 15 cents. I don't mind risking that much on Bbig, especially at the beginning. So we'll see if that holds. Right, I'm gonna keep an eye on this, guys. If it starts to fail off of this area here again after a pause, after some time, then I will start adding to it as well. I will only add once because I've already gone in with some decent size. I haven't checked. I'm trying it on trade zero at the moment. I think you can. Jay, can you check? I believe you can. That's looking not too shabby here. It's nice little pause here is a good thing for us. Now if it starts to break that 740s, that's actually a good sign. So what else are we looking at? What else do we have, guys? Oh, Mmat is going for it, by the way. Maybe a long potential entry here right about now. 614s to 590s, 25 cents risk though. I just don't like this wash, guys. Now I'm gonna leave it alone. In fact, that looks like a short to me. No, I'm leaving the longs alone. What I'm gonna do is I will wait for the short opportunity on Mmat now. Okay, we are out. Bbig, we're out, guys. Bbig, I'm out. Bbig wants to bounce back, so we're just gonna wait up on this. Now, like yesterday, it could bounce up quite a bit and then start coming down. Then if that's the case, we will keep an eye on this, guys. I didn't do my mental stop on this one because I was looking for re-entries on it. Yeah, definitely. IB should be able to do that. Okay, that might have been just a little whipsaw there. I will start. I'm gonna try again on Bbig, guys, under 750, under 750, 748. But the problem with this is it hasn't confirmed yet. Confirm. I will wait for that confirmation. Just maybe it's a good idea to give it a few minutes, but I will try on my own on the side. Maybe even don't call it. So let's have a look at. Is it? You see, it seems strong, guys. It's gonna take that high out. If it does, then all bets are off. We're not gonna be shorting this thing until it gets back down to under 760s, 750s. So, yep. Yeah, it was earlier on. It's just a daily, and also yeah, it's just quite a few things were matching up. My setup was there. I had to take it. So yeah, it's just a lot of things piling, really sort of confluences on it. Ooh, okay, maybe I'm wrong on Mmat, guys. Short bets could be off. I believe this one is not gonna go like this. So momentum comes back and then now it's gonna stop. What I'm looking for on Mmat is kind of like a bull flag. So something like this, if I can show you quickly. Something like that. If it's gonna move, then it's gonna move something with. If it does that, then I will take some longs. But this also could be easily something like this. So we have to keep an eye on both ways. At the moment, it's just in the middle of that zone there. SPRT, any is coming down. Any looks good, by the way. Any looks good. I know it's freaking Bitcoin related, but there is a short here with a stop of 710. So what is the spread on it? Quite a not really, 1-2 cents. Right, guys, any I'm gonna try with the 715 15 cent stop. Any shorting right about now, 699s. 699s right about now, 699s with a 15 cent stop. Stop is just about here. Right, I need this to break that 690s. Once it does, then we can look for our partial. But before it breaks that 690, we are not out the wood yet. Yeah, MM80, I feel like it's a short, guys. It's just too heavy. Unless huge volume comes in and starts pushing this thing, this is a short. And I think this will probably give up after it tries to break that 620 again, maybe even right about now. But the problem with this short is we've got VWAP just around the corner and also 6 level. So yeah, Bbig, Bbig, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, Bbig. I am waiting for you to break the 750. 756 with a 766. Okay, I am gonna probably start early. Guys, I'm gonna try a Bbig one more time, 755s. 754 is okay, I'll take that. 755 short. And the plan with this one is, oh, okay, it's already gone. 754. Okay, so stop is still up there, guys, right at the top, but I will start adding to it if it does give me opportunity. Now, hopefully this is the decision factor for a Bbig, but if it does come back up to over 760s and starts trading over it, then I'll get out early as well. So that's the plan with that. I'm short 754. Now if you're not, then you can use this area here as well with a stop over 768. Second try on Bbig because I like the daily on it, and when this moves, it can move. It's definitely worth the risk. And our NE is looking not too shabby. We shall see. Bbig, the problem with this is NE. Come on, let's break that low. I'm watching both of them on the side, guys, so if it does give you a nice little wash, for example in NE's case, if it does wash 670 675s, yeah, take some out, but it needs to break that 690. As you can see, it's holding up, so we have to be quite careful here. Right. Bbig is looking not too bad right about here. I want to add here, guys. I feel like I want to add here. I'm just worried about these wicks here. I want to see how 750s hold, which seems like it's not going to hold. But if it does, I'm adding. Okay, it's not holding. So 750s didn't hold, but we'll wait for it to respond. Give it a few seconds. Okay, okay. Alright, I am adding 749s. I'm adding on Bbig. 749s I've added, guys. Stop still the same place, guys. Around, I would say 18 cents stop. Right, 18 cents stop. Okay, let's have a look at Ftft. I think it might have been a bit late. Yeah, I think it's a bit late on that. Right, guys, NE is looking good. Very, very good. We need that Bbig to take 740s out. Once it does, look out this 740s area. We want it to take that out. Now, if it does, we can put our stop straight away to over 755s. We can be a bit tight on it because as soon as it breaks that, I wouldn't want it to come back to that level. So that is the plan with that. NE is looking good right about now. We've got 20 cents off of it, 680s, but still I think it's a bit early for me to take anything. But I will tighten my stop though, just over 707s. Here we go, Bbig. Come on, both of them are working nicely, guys. Let's do this. Come on. Come on, 675s. Get ready to take some out on any, guys. Get ready to take some out. 677s. Bbig also. Get ready to take some out. Right. Awesome, awesome. Looking good, looking good. Alright guys, what you can do is you can be a bit tight on the risk on Bbig. I would say still a bit early on putting it over here. Maybe you want to put it over 760s, right about there. But if it does, I would expect this to continue. Now if it doesn't continue, I'll be a bit worried. Right, still in BBIG and ANY, still in those two. I'm still in full on those. I haven't taken anything off, but I am waiting for them to give me something nice wash. I would definitely consider 670s for sure, because remember on this one we didn't have much of a risk, guys. Remember, we didn't have much of a risk, around I think 12, 13 cents, 15 cents risk max. And then if it does give us 30 cents, then it's all good. All right. There's a lot of it's a lot of short sells, SSRs on these stocks that I'm watching, which is not really. I mean, this whole thing. Let's say, for example, Bbig. You know, this wash should have better reaction. It would have had better reaction if this was not on, SSR was not on. Yeah, I knew you were gonna trade that Fcuv. I knew you were gonna trade, but there was a nice VWAP projection entry as well under 1650s. Yeah, for sure. I'm okay with any, but I'm not liking Bbig until it takes that. Well, on Bbig, I really would like it to actually attack the 710s. That's what I like. But right, Ftft, guys. Maybe you won't be able to short this Ftft, but there is a possibility. There is a nice little opportunity. Ftft under 3 right over here pops. But on these ones, just remember, if they start to fade off, any pops will get shorted. So I think under 3 right about now, there's a short entry with a over very, very tiny risk. Very tiny. Okay, I am taking some out. Taking some out. 671s. Yes, 671s. 72s. I'll take that. I've taken some out, guys. Where is it? Right about here, 672s. Yep. Okay, now I am a good in a good position with any. Don't like Bbig. Don't like Bbig. That bounce is not too good. I don't like it. I am okay with this small risk. My average is 752 and 760. Around 8 cents risk I will give it. Yes. The one I missed is Apop. Anybody? No. Okay. Right, come on, Bbig. Alright, reject from the 750s. Make sure you reject. Alright, anybody took any ANY? There was another opportunity here and here. Plenty of opportunities. Awesome. Okay, so you hit your target on that. Definitely. I think the risk was about 15 cents. Yep. Andrew, you're with IB, aren't you? That's why you gotta. Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's good. Uh, right. I really don't like that Bbig, guys. Be tight on Bbig. If you're still short, be tight on it, guys. Now, if this closes green, I will come out of it. I would not wait for it to take my stop out. If this bar closes green, I will come out of it. Um, the idea behind that early exit is this wash. Now, basically, my thesis is basically I'm chasing momentum, right? Um, if my thesis is proving to be wrong, which at the moment is kinda is breaking above 750s, then I should be getting out earlier than my original stop. So I'm waiting for that. That wash should have brought more sellers and continuation, which it didn't. So just that's what worries me, and that's why early exit on it. Oh, TOS is even worse for short sellers. Remember, TOS is basically investment. Um, TD Ameritrade mostly towards investment side, isn't it? Not day trading, unless I'm wrong. That's what I thought, anyways, initially. Right, any is popping back up. Don't trust it, but I will wait for this bar to continue, guys. Remember, 7 is there. So what I will want is let it play out around 7 area, and then I will consider putting my stop just over 7. I know, Andrew. 100% agree. Same as IB. IB is pretty much same. Okay, that is popping over 7s. Just waiting on that any to actually reject from 7s a little bit, so I can put my stop just over 7s. Yep, SPRT. That's why you stick to your stops. Always respect your stops. Doesn't matter what you think. Market doesn't care. The only thing that you have control over is your risk. Just grind that in your head. The sooner you understand that, the far better off you will be. Especially someone who's beginning this whole journey of trading. Right, guys. On this one, I am waiting for a clear. Actually, that is still waiting on that. Okay. Now here we go. Now on this one, guys, you see this wick here. I'm gonna put my stop just over at the wick here now, because it rejected from this level here, 707s. Even if it's briefly, that's a level I can put my trade behind or stop behind. So that's looking all right. Now my stop is actually in a valid area. I can leave it alone now. If it does take me out, that's fine. Let me try it out, Andrew. Just give me like few weeks. I've recently opened up an account with them. I want to try their Trade Zero platform, Zero Pro, and I have actually created some really decent videos on covering the basic, platform overview and how the level 2s work and charting and all that. I'm creating these series of videos on Zero Pro, the platform itself. Once I'm happy, then I can recommend it, because at the moment I can't really tell you. Seriously, if I do, it'll be a lie. Mmat actually was a nice short when I discussed it here. You see over here, guys, I did mention it's looking heavy. So instead of doing the flag breakout, it actually did the second scenario, which we talked about earlier. Now, on Mmat, I don't think most of the brokers will. Can you short it? Hold on. Actually, you can. Oh, dude. Yeah, you can short it. 580s was a trade. Yeah, I think we missed that trade, guys. Sorry about that. There was a trade 580s, 100% with 590s. That's 10 cents risk, and you've got 560s and your 550s partials. So yeah, there was definitely a trade, and yeah, Jessica, that was your trade. Sorry about that, guys. Um, bloody, what did Bbig do? Bbig is just churning here. Any is also choppy. Oh yeah, that was a good-looking shorting opportunity. It doesn't matter what it does now, but it's quite clean. As you can see, we wash up to our 200 EMA, which we expect. Remember, but the bounce is not big enough. The bounce is slow, and as you can see, the volume on the bounce is not quite increasing. There's a little bit of increase, but as you can see, it's calmed down quite a bit. So any of those three bars would have been the entry. But it's good to know. Of course, of course. Now, being Friday, guys, for me, if I don't, I expect a little bit of a choppy price action, especially on Fridays, and my P&L to be a bit choppy as well. You get me? But there it goes. There's your MMAT, and then it's gonna hit that 550, and then probably 550 is gonna be an area where it's gonna start to stall. Yep, that would have been a nice one. But where are we at? What are we at? Right, we're still in it, guys. By the way, my 50% position, almost 50%, actually less, more than 50%. So I will wait for this to decide whether it wants to break this low 670s. If it does, then we're good to go. Right, guys, on Bbig, I feel like we might be getting ready for some move. Just be prepared on Bbig, BBIG. On BBIG, huge amount of bids coming in at 740s. Now, if that gets taken out, no, those held. Watch the level 2, guys, 740s. They're rising, right? Look at these numbers. Look at this number, 740 numbers, 99. Look at that. If that gets taken out, guys, Bbig is in trouble. There it goes. See that move? Like instantly 10 cents move, guys. You see? That's a perfect example of one. Well, I don't know how to explain this, but watching level 2 really. Just keep an eye on. Now I'm happy with this, guys. The way it actually broke those, took out the bids. I am okay with that, but I don't think those were all real numbers anyways. Did you guys catch that, by the way? Did you guys catch that level 2, the numbers on the level 2 740s? Yeah, if you didn't, guys, just go back to the stream at this time, and then just watch it over and over and over and over again. Even now it's producing some sort of an action on level 2, but it's kind of not obvious as that. So yeah, I would definitely recommend to go and watch this stream just about a few minutes ago, or actually about a minute ago, right over here on the break of that. Just notice how many huge number of bids were at 740. Now it started to attack here. You see this area here? Get started to attack, and finally when it broke, boom. It's just yeah. Now we can put our stop just over our actually for me almost break even, guys. Almost break even. Yeah. Okay, so that was actually that's what I saw. Yeah. Now that does yeah, those small little things pay attention to. Definitely pay attention to those. When I see huge numbers, I see I want to see two things. Will those huge numbers hold the price? And if it does, how much of a bounce will it get? right? In this case, as you can see, guys, it didn't get much of a bounce. So it's just either observing some orders. Oh, there we go. All right, let's not talk about some education at the moment. Let's worry about the trades. 720, 710s. Come on, be big. That you. Yep. Okay. Okay. We're happy with that. 716s. 716s. I'm gonna take some 716s, guys. I know it's early, but just wanna bank in some. I think I got in 717s. I might be wrong on that. I just hit the bid. Boom, we got you, Bbig. Not yet, not yet. Yeah. I will say I got you, Bbig, once it breaks that 7, guys. That's the only time I can say I got you. Yep. Yes, sir. Right, we are looking good with both trades now. Both trades given us a partial. Now, anybody who's new in this stream, people who've been joining me, they know clearly that my risk reward is massive compared to my the risk that I'm putting. So, for example, if I'm putting 10 cents risk, I will eventually, if the trade works out, it'll be like 4, 5, 3, 4, on average more than 3 basically. So hopefully one of these will produce one of those winners. At the moment is okay. I've taken partial. I'm still green on it. And worst case scenario, I will be green on it. But it's not the trade that I will call a proper winner. So we'll wait on it to break the 710s and then we'll decide. Jay, you still in it? By the way, Bbig. Hopefully you took some out 715, 16s, mate. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yes, sir. That's what I like. That's what I like to see. Right, guys. Remember, Bbig exactly similar. It it did this to us yesterday as well, but we just couldn't catch the. I was. You guys could have caught it yesterday. I was just caught in the long as well on that, so I was a bit kind of like, oh shit, emotional about it. Well, not really. I wasn't really crying or anything. What I mean by emotions is like, um, it was it was giving me like one of those revenge, not 100%, but there in the back of my mind, I was saying, well, be big. You got me twice. I will get you. So that kind of mentality is never good. I know I play around here, but that's not actually the real. I don't really mean that. It's just joking purposes. It's just for entertainment purposes. Dude, nobody caught GSM. Oh, freaking GSM! Look at you go! Damn, GSM, you're dying. TCAT, 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 TCAT might just be right about now. Ooh, there's no volume. No, I'm leaving it. No volume. Don't even look at it. Ftft, Mmat, what did they do? Ooh, look at that trade of ours here. Would have given you pretty much quite a few partials actually. That would have been a really good trade. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that That is not a good position to be in. We might try to gather up some information on our choices, because I know a lot of people are from different part of the worlds, and they want to basically be able to short stocks. The only option I've found is if you have a small account, trade zero at the moment. But I've heard that their executions aren't really great. So I'll do some research on it, guys. If you do have some information as well, please share in the Discord in the elite area. Yep, SPRT going strong, but I might look into shorting it for later on. I'm just saying. Okay, so now Bbig, I hope it does what I expect I want it to do. If it does, I'll explain you something really cool on Bbig. But for it to do that, it's gonna have to trade another 15 minutes, maybe about half an hour. So I hope it does it. I want to share something really cool. But guys, SPRT 24 is holding at the moment. Now SPRT, remember SPRT is due for a bounce. I did over here SPRT. I thought this bounce was not big enough. This bounce, however, is actually the one that I'm talking about. The daily bounce. Look at this beaten down stock. You will eventually get a little bit of a bounce before it actually continues, if that momentum stays. So be careful shorting it up front side, but that 24 for me, it looks like it's holding. I would wait for the backside of this SPRT move. Backside confirmation. I know, Andrew, unfortunately, you know, these days it's kind of hard, especially Fridays as well. It's difficult. You see over here, let's have a look at our gappers. Look at the gappers. Complete fade offs, right? You know, this is one of the, look at the gap from 530s to 9. Complete, didn't even try to, you know, lift itself up. Straight away fail, right? Ftft, let's have a look at that. Well, fade off. Clov, you're not gonna believe this. Boom, gap fill. You see what I mean? Yeah. So, but remember, when we do trade, we don't mind. We don't discriminate. We don't encourage discrimination. Any long setups we will take, right? So Bbig, any is just about this area here, higher high, guys. I just don't like that. If it does start to again break that 7, I will come out early, maybe on a break even, guys. You guys can put your stop to break even on it. I will keep it still over here, but I will manually get out if it starts to trade over 7s. That's the plan with it. But Bbig is still doing its thing. My stop is on almost break even anyways, guys, between the averages 752s. So I'm okay with that. I've taken quite a bit from it anyways, so I don't mind it bouncing back up to VWAP, as long as it doesn't bounce back over 750s. Yeah, Andrew, you can't do CFTs, I know, but there is a way to do it. There's a way to do it. What I mean by that is, if you Colmex and TradeNet, I don't know whether you know them. I don't I mean, TradeNet provides kind of like a funded account for people who go for their education purpose. For example, they have packages, educational packages, and if you complete them, they will give you a funded account. Obviously, it's not going to be in your name; it's their own account. Anything over the initial buying power or initial amount of that account, anything over, you will be given 70% of the benefit of the profits, basically. So, for example, the intro account, I've actually there's another way to try them as well. There's a way where I think, well, this is how I did it. I've gone into their challenge, day trading challenge, 5 days day trading challenge, where you actually have to make 500 net. Pretty much, yes. It's like 500 net after 5 days, and there's quite a lot of rules you can't break. For example, you cannot trade more than 20 tickets. You cannot have more than 100 net loser per day, and you cannot lose more than 300. So you pretty much have to win with all those rules intact. And obviously you have to day trade it. You can't swing trade it. So I've managed to complete it. I passed that, which was not easy. Honestly, I have to admit it wasn't easy at all. But I managed to do it, and I am trying their TradeNet side of funded path program, which is I've been given like 14k buying power, 14k buying power, and it's 700 max loss limit. What I mean by that is you cannot lose obviously more than 700. Once you do, that accounts get closed. But I think SPRT, yeah, you see 24 held. I probably will be able to give you more details in the Discord, Andrew, if you wanted. I am also trading that account as well on the side, just to really sort of get more information, so that I can maybe make some videos about it and things like that. So yeah, that might be right. Ooh, interesting. That 24 actually held nicely, guys. That 24 area, held really nicely. So we are looking. Remember, yesterday we started to look at these. I know it's a bit early. What do you expect? Well, I expect this probably. Right. I hope you see what I'm talking about. By the way, I'm out of any for a almost break even, guys. Out of any ANY for the last partial. Just over 701, so around break even on the last bit, guys. I just didn't like this move coming with volume. I know it might actually go to VWAP and fade off, but at that point I need to get out. I'm not too happy with the exit. I could have gotten out here, 697s, but I'm still okay. Not too bad, few cents, but we managed to get a winner on that anyways. Yeah, Jessica tried it out and I think she busted. Yeah, it's interesting. I think it's a great thing to actually just for the sake of try it out, guys. I actually made a video, guys. Don't forget to check the video. So you obviously show your support. I need to sound like a YouTuber, but I made a video about their how the funding account and how the challenge works. And I actually put a video where I completed it as well. Recorded some days completing it. So it might be something good. Definitely, it might be something good. You will learn from it. So the videos are on YouTube, the channel itself. Just go to playlist and search for Colmec, the trading challenge from TradeNet. There's only 2 videos anyways. Yeah, SPRT, yes, SPRT I did mention. Yeah, that's a reversal. There is a you know, the problem with this is it's a front side, Jessica. It's still, I wouldn't recommend this type of trading for you and for anyone who hasn't been trading for a few years, because you just have to, you see the way it trades. I can see that over here. I was saying that, well, it looks heavy, right? But a lot of people might not think so. And first of all, they will go into mentality of, well, um, it's gonna, let's say for example you're doing reversals. You say, oh, you're biased, short biased on it. And well, we were short biased, but I said we will wait for that pop. Well, it did pop. Let's say this was the level, right? 23, big level, right? And then you start shorting it here, a slight bit of rejection here, well, you've got a loser. Or rejection here, maybe, maybe you've got a loser. So front side shorting can be extremely dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. But um, if you do have a system to trade the backside, then yeah, it can be really really profitable, especially on the thingy. Oh, especially that if the daily is weak. That's EMA rejection never happened there, Jessica. I don't know what you're looking at. EMA rejection never happened. It just bounced. It just went in and out of it. That's not clear entry for me. Front side. Okay, front side is if you're shorting something that's running straight. Like this is front side. Okay. Now could be a backside, because what it did was it showed you sign of reversal and confirmed that yes, it is reversed from that 24, at least for now. If you had shorted it here, let's say shorted front side, front side, front side, even here I would say front side, because it was still going up. It was still going, looked like it want to go for that 25s. But yeah, that's 20. Now I would say, if you have, do you have your gap, do you have your pre-market on? That could screw the 20 EMAs up. If you have turned it off, then for sure. All right, and let's have a look at FTFT. By the way, guys, FTFT going into that that 3 area and VWAP, so keep an eye on that. Yeah, just I don't know what you meant by on for pre-market, but if you have a gap here, if you don't have pre-market, then yeah, the EMAs are going to be calculated differently, isn't it? It's going to be calculated. For example, this EMA will start to calculate actually from this bar, which actually is very close to even if you had no pre-market, it should be very close to it. But I think it will be a little bit wonky because yeah. Let me just, why don't I just show you? Simple as that, while we're waiting for our Bbig to work. By the way, let's just show you Bbig. We are still in this trade, Bbig. We can keep our stop just over 746s, but I'm gonna keep it on break even. I wanna leave some room, guys, on this bad boy. Let's leave some room. And what are we talking about? SPRT. Okay. Now, let's have a look at SPRT. Settings. We're gonna want to get rid of equities. Yep. Also, boom. Okay. Yeah, it's showing. It's pretty much same, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, because the AMA started from literally at the open of that open, so it should be same. Definitely. Maybe yours is based off of some other like maybe yours is based off of high and low and things like that, average of high and low and close. And what else? There's plenty of I keep it on close. Yeah, Andrew, I will think of Tuesdays being as my Mondays. That's how it look. But having said that, there could be some. I have noticed on SPY there seems to be a bit of a volatility after the market, after the holidays. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just me, but usually it should be quiet. That's the general outcome. But for me, I will definitely come into on Tuesday trading as if it was Monday, which means I'll be extra careful on taking trades. I'll be a bit smaller size than usual, and I will wait maybe even 10 minutes after the open. That's by the way, AMC 440 430 440 440s. There is a short. Not clean. No clean. I'm really tempted to short this AMC with a stop over 4440s. Just that view up is going to create issue. That's the problem. But if it does break that, then we have 44s. Yeah, expect that for today. Expect a bit of a chop. Alright, okay, it is doing kinda what I expected to do. I want it to do, so it's nice. It's nice. Ft, where are you? Here. Ft. Dude. Well. Uh-huh. This is exactly why you stick to your stops. There's an example. Well, quite a lot of reasons. The main reason is, I would say there's quite a lot, but the main reason I would say is I do well shorting. And my data shows that I should be shorting more, which I'm relying on my data and I trust my data. And my style seems to be quite suitable for shorting. Now, there is logically things are behind. I think by shorting, we have slight more edge. That's why I can sum it up. Why do I say that? Well, let me show you something. Okay, be big. Let's go. Anyways, so have a look at this move, right? This move, and have a look at this move. Forget about the dailies, whatever. You see, the move up is not the same as move down. It's almost always same. It's almost always the same case when, yes, a stock could be extremely parabolic, but it's not as much as the washes. What I mean by that is fear beats the greed. Like whatever you see when it's going up, that's greed, right? Well, let's say it's not greed actually, but let's say greed, right? They always go like I can try to find you. Let's say this is uptrend. Look at that. Let me. Today is not a good example. Maybe this. Okay, this. Have a look at this. PFE. I was looking for longs, but look at how it washes, right? Extremely fast, extremely strong, quite obvious, quite evident. Now, would you rather be in a trade with this trend down, or would you rather be like the opposite? So I would rather be in this kind of trade than that, because my style is chasing momentum, and this is not momentum for me. That is, right? Hope that makes sense. Woo, be big. Yay, Bbig. Who's still in it? Jay? Come on, let's take some out. Come on, let's take some out. Yeah. 695s. 695s. Right, looking at 695s getting taken out. 695s getting taken out. 694s. Waiting on it. Waiting on it. Oh, yep. 691s. Ooh, numbers coming in at 691s. 92s. Oof. Come on, come on, come on. 694s. Okay, well, I am taking some 695s. Oh, nice, nice. I tried 694s, but 95s I took out some. Just around there. Okay. Yep, 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 yep. What is your day looking like today, Jessica? Yes, sir. We got some. Now I can definitely say that I am the remaining positions on this one is less than 50% for sure. Okay, one red, one green is fine. Perfect. Red on Bbig, green on any. Okay, perfect. Remember the first one took us out, but I did enter on the. This was basically a whipsaw to take the. So this actually happens to take out the VWAP traders. Believe it or not, because around VWAP there's a lot of orders, stops, especially stops. So this goes and takes the stops out, and then it just does its thing. That's why I took the second rejection, even before VWAP, as you can see, right? But that's not something I would recommend if you don't know what you're doing, because you will think everything's like that. No, everything could be pulled back to VWAP, and then it could go that way, right? But you have to understand which one you're going to do that. But anyways, over here under VWAP was definitely an entry, and our stop was not even like, we're talking 18 cents, 20 cents stop, which was perfect for you right over here. Plenty of chance to you know, plenty of chance. So that's fine, as long as you're you know, this was also your setup. Over here is setup. Over here maybe a bit too late, but I would say definitely here as well. So yeah, there was a chance. I think it's nice to see that you're controlling the emotions, especially if something is something you've missed and it's running, will actually create a lot of FOMO, and you will tend to get into trades that you shouldn't be. By the way, SPRT, remember our and exactly, well, not exactly, but I was doing it here, but now it's perfectly clear, right? It's exactly what we were anticipating on it. But you know, the reason why I didn't trade SPRT was because I didn't have any setup. Yes, there was a reversal, but I didn't have any setup. Over here there was, but the problem with this one, first of all, it wasn't clean enough. Second of all, that bounce on VWAP I didn't like. Most cases, obviously, it's gonna bounce off of VWAP, but it's just, if you know that an area is going to be too close to your entry and it's going to be a problem, well, you shouldn't be really taking that trade, because there will be always other options, other opportunities. That's not the only opportunity in the market, is it? AMC, by the way, is decided that finally, where is it? Here. You see over here, even AMC, like double top rejection, right? Just because it's double top doesn't mean I'm gonna trade that short. Well, that's just recipe for disaster. If you don't have anything to base this off, reverse, that's wrong, in my opinion. But a lot of people will trade this and get whipped out of it quite a few times, and then just think that double tops don't work. No, double tops definitely work. Head and shoulders definitely work, but you have to use it for the right stock with other stuff, right? Over here was a trade. Maybe, I don't know, this shouldn't have whipped you out, of course. Your stop, if you had traded this, you first of all, your stop could have been over 44.50. Always rely on those big numbers, right? Even if it wasn't, that whipsaw is just too close to your entry here, right? And that's your trade. But that VWAP, remember, that VWAP could be a problem. Yeah, Andrew, that's what earlier we were discussing this. I don't know whether you were here or not, but SPRT was we were discussing it here. In fact, I was saying head and shoulder, that's coming. So yeah. AMC. I was trying to short, like I was really like almost shorted it here, but I just thought at that time it's just maybe in that chop zone, and it wasn't clear enough for me. But there was a trade here, maybe 40s, 44s, maybe even now actually. 40. It's gone. It's gone. No. Actually, SPRT might be. Ooh, SPRT, interesting. Oh, come on. It's gone already. See? As soon as I say that, and there's a move of like, what, 30 cents? So guys, we are still in Bbig. We're still in it. It's a nice trade. I've got like 30% left on it, and massive trade, guys. We are talking. Earlier, I was mentioning if a trade gives me a okay winner, it will look something like this. That's initial risk, but depending on what it does right now, I'm looking at something like that. Actually, right like that. So I'm happy with that. Risking this to take that, I'll take that any day. By the way, I know it's a bit extended, but 710s are rejecting lows of the day, previous lows of the day. This is one of my setup as well. I would have added it if the time frame was right. That's the only issue with it. You know, the time frame's a bit going into that, but definitely, as you can see, very to the tick entry. It cannot get. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a snapshot of this maybe later on, because it's too good. You sneaky! Why didn't you tell us, man? Jay, you be like adding, you be, you know, entering without telling us, and you go like, well, yeah, I added a 7. What is that? Come on, man. Share some knowledge. Yeah, I would have added. Today I'm just a bit careful. That's all. Normal days, 100% I would have added, Jay. No, I know. I'm just joking, man. The thing is, I think the style of your trading is pretty much similar to mine. I think you get the right idea of the way I trade, even without me explaining A, B, C, D all the way to Z about my setups. Somehow, I think you understand it. So I would not really. On this one, Bbig, guys, you can either trail stop over VWAP, but make sure we want to wait for the VWAP to break and do something like this, maybe start breaking up and start trading for few bars, few candles, and then we can get out. But for visual purposes, I will just put it here. Stop will be over VWAP. But if I have added here 710s right about here, then my stop would be close to this area, because I know that this is a re-entry. Now if I will ask myself, if I were to enter a fresh short here, where would my stop would be? Well, over 715, something like that. So if my average has gone down quite a bit, which it shouldn't from here, it shouldn't have, then I could bring it maybe 720s, or maybe break even on the average. Yeah, that's how I would do it. But just be careful taking any trades from here on forward, because I think a lot of traders will go away at this point. They've done whatever they needed to do. Volatility will die down, and you will get chopped out in those illiquid times. I mean, look at this. Look at the way it looks. It's not normal for an SPRT. When it does move, it moves, but it's just, yeah. Yeah, Bbig is low of the day, yes, but if you look at the range of the Bbig, yeah, if you look at the range that it does, you cannot. Yes, it's good to have that. Well, okay, if it's moved from like 780s to sevens, well, $1 for a $7 stock, but it produces huge amount of range, right? Now, if I have, like, let's say 25%, 30%, I'll definitely give it enough room for it to work out. Maybe give another like 50 cents or so. It can provide it. So having like you can say that that's the low, but once you start saying that is the low, then you will start to meddle with your own risk management. So the stocks can go. I've seen stocks just kept on going, never looking back. For stocks that I actually thought that's the low, that's the low, that's the low, never actually was the low. So yes, it looks like that. Well, at the moment it's the lows, yes, but I still think right over here, if it does go under EMA, there might be an add point, but that's just me. No, I mentioned about add point, not a fresh short. It was just an example of fresh short. Yes, now if it was another day, if it was on Friday, let's say Wednesday, Thursdays, or Tuesdays, I would have considered taking or adding here. But because it's today is a bit gonna be quiet, it's gonna be choppy, I'm not gonna start adding to things. Yeah, that's why I mentioned, over here would have been add point for sure, because if you were already in from here, or even from here, right, you would be way off after these exits, right? After these exits, so let's say you've taken 710s. Worst case scenario, you can put your stop back to break even on the averages. Yeah, but by doing that, you're actually, what you're doing is let's just see. For example, you had 30% position. You've made that now 60-70% position back in, right? You put in the risk again, but without any risk. Does that make sense? Like, you put in the risk as if you're trading a new trade, but without the risk. So that's what I trying to explain here. Three oh sixes. This one, Bbig, if it starts to wash down under the EMA, that will be even better sign for our shorts. Because at the moment, look at, I mean, you should pay attention to these things. I think is something really good. So this move, definitely expect from this kind of move a healthy pullback, right? A healthy pullback. Expect that, okay? From this kind of move, healthy pullback, all right? From this kind of move, a healthy pullback, right? Now, as long as the pullback is doing that and the main move is doing this, it can be as simple as that. Price action trading can be as simple as that. That's why I love stocks, because I can rely on volume. There you go, right? I can rely on volume. If a lot of people come to me saying, oh, I do forex, and I say, well, do you day trade it? They say, well, yeah, I do day trade it. And I say, okay, you're probably in the wrong side, on the wrong route. I'm really blunt on that, because swing trading is okay for forex, but I don't think day trading does make it. It doesn't make any sense. You don't have any edge at all. Like same as crypto. Swing trading is fine, investing is fine, but if you tell me that you're a successful crypto day trader, maybe not. I'll be a bit like I don't know, mate. But that's just me, guys. That's my opinion, by the way. Everything I say, remember, is only my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. Guys, I feel like I want to add here Bbig. I just am worried about the volume. 707s, 708s. Just wanna 707s. 707s. Okay, I'm trying to sort of get. What I will do is I'll add here, guys, 707s. Yep, added 707s. 707s, and my stop now I'm gonna put it on the close of the highs of this, guys. Still I'll be up. If this takes me out, I will still be up on this trade, on the last portion. I'm definitely up multiple hours on it, but if this takes me out, now this is a mental stop, so I will want this to be closed. 716 needs to get taken out, so I could be getting out 720s or something like that, or maybe even earlier. But what I need this to do is to break that sevens. If it struggles, then I might actually reduce some. But that's the plan. I just couldn't resist it, guys. It's just safe trade for me. I'll let it run. If it does, then it's gonna give me extreme R's with my ad. Futures trading, I have tried it for about, I would say, a year. Yeah, you can. Futures trading is good for like the main markets. You can just trade. I think it's a good thing if you trade, like, let's say if you stick to e-minis or um, anything like that. Just stick to trading that only. But the futures, currency futures, again, is the same thing. It's very similar. Um, e-minis are fine, I think, because the volume can be trusted on that for sure. Um, and futures have pros and cons as well. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of people trade it very successfully. Future traders, yeah. Now this bouncing here, you see this? It's bringing slight volume, um, which is kind of a bit um, just one candle, isn't it? It's just one candle. But if that stays consistent, then we might have to worry about it, right? So again, same plan. We need this to continue and break the highs, which is 716s, and stay above that 716s. And if it starts to trade like for a, let's say, a bar or two, then I will come out of it. My average is still about 730s, over 730s anyways, so I could even keep it here, but I think if it does break that, then it might chop around and you know, just do its thing, and I will not be here to entertain it. Let's check what else do we have. Any. I think when it comes to futures, if you have I think in stocks, generally in stocks you have a slight more edge. Slight more edge because you can trade, it depends what you like, but you can trade, for example, small caps. Small caps, when you start to have a nice little system or strategy, your edge can be higher than others, other instruments like let's say futures, e-minis, because they are reliant on the big markets anyways. So there's there could be a lot of things that can actually void your edge or reduce your edge. So yeah, well, trying to chase the edge, anywhere you have an edge, just follow that route. Why do you think a lot of successful traders, day traders, are actually small cap traders? Because there's an edge there. For me, I'm not, as I said, I'm not discriminating. I will take anything. All right, I will take anything, any opportunity out there. I'll trade it as long as I have slight edge on it. And also futures is used for mostly hedging, right? You know that, like investment hedge funds, a lot of big names use it. So it's kind of, can I fight against them? Maybe not. Right, guys, so for the daily recap purposes, I am just going to go over the trades we took today. First of all, our first trade, Bbig just chops us out on our first trade from 740s. So basically kind of like a VWAP reversal and a level. I was short biased on it. Daily was looking good for a short. Rejection was nice, but it just yanks us out and then rejects back in. So basically some stop runs there, and then once I realized that, yeah, well, that's the case, that might be the case, then I looked for the weakness and it started to show up here. And now I started really 754s, 53s, and then under 750s. So with an average of 752, write these two trades, and then this was quite a long patience for me. I usually get this reaction on my trades, and then that's it, first partial done. But this gave us some sort of a test on our patience, and this happened, that wash to the lows, and it's just taken our first partial here, 7/16s. Yep, 7/16s, I remember that. And also at that point, by the way, right about now, I'm about to come out of remaining shares on this. Let me just put it here. So initially our stop was here, then moved it down, and then, you know, right about now my stop was here, but a mental stop. But I'm waiting for this to trade a few bars after the break. So then I'm gonna come out. Worst case scenario, I'll come out with the break even, which is the average around 730s, just over 730s. So now, okay, I'll wait for this to do something here, as you can see, right? Okay, it's gone a bit up, more than I expected, so I should be out on this. Let me check. Alright guys, so my average from this first entry to the second add is somewhere like 730. So what I will do is I will keep my stop over 730s. I know I should have exited right about now, but I'm not seeing much of a volume coming in on this bounce. So this could still be a little pullback, a little retracement towards the VWAP. So magnet towards the VWAP, trying to get more liquidity in. Once it does that, it might continue at least towards the 7s and maybe below that. So that's the plan. On this one, I will come out maybe break even, or maybe on the last batch slight loser. I don't mind that, but we've gotten really good 2 partials on it. So let's see, 750s, 716s, and 6 7s. So second partial is 50 cents, and then the other partial is about 30 cents, something like that, 20 cents. So that's good enough for me. Good R's on it. I'll have to calculate that, but I'll wait for this VWAP to see if it holds, and if it does, that might be it. Alright, let's see. 31s. 731s are getting attacked. 32s. Okay, 30s. The issue with this one right about now is volume coming in, so I'll be careful. If that continues, I'll come out of it. So I'm worried about this volume, but hopefully that volume is actually a rejection from the VWAP instead of that bounce. 730s. 730s. Okay, so that's actually breaking, so I'm gonna try to get out here, guys. 735s. Alright, 735s, I'm out here, guys. I don't like it. Here, right over here. So 730 is just about, I would say, around 3-4 cents, almost break even on the remaining shares on average. This was not much of an ad. Main ads were here. So I was already like, yeah, break even. Yeah, we're out because now it's gonna go down, isn't it? that's why it's waiting for us. But I gave it enough room. The reason why I gave it enough room is because this Bbig, if you do give it room, it can work out really nicely, especially with this ad. I might have even added on the rejection of the VWAP if it did start to show a bit of sign the weakness, but it didn't. So it's we are out. But remember, it's gonna go down now. Guys, I'm not gonna sit here and watch this go down now, okay? So I am gonna be off. I shall see you guys on Tuesday. Happy holidays. Happy Labor Day. I hope you enjoy your time, guys, off. And it's for me, it's gonna be a long weekend. I wish it wasn't that long because I love trading. But anyways, what else can we do? I will see you guys on Tuesday unless you have anything you want to discuss. If not, then I'll wish you best of luck and have a lovely weekend. I just close my platforms. Close everything off. Alright guys, take it easy. Have a good one. Stay safe.